maze. It's layers to the truth, walking through a maze. It's layers to the truth, walking through a maze. Man, hit the reset, hit reboot, then we wake. Take a step back, look what you did, then you make proper decisions or proper etiquette. Move a love like Rioma Etchison. When it's go time, how the body vernacular on a ghost ride, Abu Dhabi vehicular.
Get those spirit guns loaded, Joe. We back, man, with another edition of Shadow Talk Pod with none other than my brother, Tim OG. What's good, family?
Yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about? We up in here. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Motherfucking tired, but hey,
Yeah.
I get it in.
Man, yours truly, Shadow Urimeshi in the building, aka Ali Kazem. Y'all know, man, we here, man. Look, this one's long overdue. I've been trying to get my brother Tim on this one, you know what I'm saying? But he's kind of out the way out here in Mississippi, right?
In Mississippi.
We in the big sip, you feel me?
Mississippi without the two S's.
Cricket letter.
You did.
Man, so what's the vibes out here?
Oh, man. Mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Fast food.
Yeah.
Meth heads.
Oh.
Dollar Generals.
Dollar General be multiplying like a Cyberman out
I
here.
don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, you know, we out here.
It's chill.
You know, if you hear, you hear.
Yeah.
You ain't, it's a whole different situation.
Right. Man, so what you been having going on, bro? What you been up to lately?
Oh, nothing, man. I've been kicking back, man. I really, honestly, haven't been doing nothing at all. You know what? That shit feel great. You know?
Sometimes that's what life is about, just taking it all in, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and my bro Chris was talking about that last night. Like, what is the purpose of life? Like, you know, even questioning to have a purpose, is that a part of life, or is it just to be? You know what I'm saying?
Thing. Look, I had I probably still do it. I had a song called Life. It was the acronym of it, but life means living in frustration every day. Cause that's pretty much what it is. And you know, if it ain't something, it's something. But you know, it's all about how you build, and how you make it look. Cause that something might not be shit, really.
Right.
It's like, hey, okay, well, boom. What next?
In the words of Bruce Lee, don't pray for life to get easier. Pray that you'll get stronger.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to be able to persevere through
that shit.
For real.
Got to.
Yeah, man. Me and Tim, you know, we met, man, years back, probably like going on a decade at this point. It's been
more than 10 years.
Yeah, it's been, man, a long time, man. And it's been an amazing journey, you know what I'm saying? Because really when I met you is when I hit the scene, honestly. Like, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to our brother Seth. That's around the time when he was doing the Elements, you know what I'm saying? Everything that was going on in the city. And that was the first time that I had seen you and Beamin perform.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So get into that. Tell me how you and bro got together and got that duo going.
Man, it's really not no. It's crazy because it's really not no. You know how to be on the movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, you know, I was getting chased by 15 motherfuckers, man, and you know what I'm saying, I ran into this guy and we freestyled our way out of the fight now, you know. But one of my brothers in my Mars point, you know what I'm talking about. Shout out my boy El Feezy. You know what I'm saying? No, we had a studio over there. We had a studio at the garage at his parents' house.
Yeah.
And funny shit, it was like 2 or 3 weeks before I knew about him. I ain't never, like, I would say like a month. Like, I knew him, I ain't never seen him. Cause I come in the studio, I'm like, what's up? He'll be playing something. I'm like, what? I said, my boy going hard. What is it? He was like, man, it's a dude named Beamin from Mobile. I'm like, okay. And he like, and guess what? I'm like, what? He's like, and he went. I said, motherfucker, you like, and like every time I come in, I'm just like, man.
Yeah.
I was like, man, my boy go hard. Like,
right.
And we ended up meeting each other, and it was even funnier.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like,
oh, y'all gave each other the up and down when y'all first met? Like,
yeah, for real. Nah, he told me, he said, I'm pretty sure I was who he thought I looked like.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
I was like, and then, man, like I said, it was really just done after that, because he was like, man, shoot. He wanted me to get on the song. Me and him got on for one of his mixtapes, Any Given Sunday.
Yeah.
Got on the song and did it. And like it just meshed so well. Like it's like
So it was natural.
yeah, like that's why I said like it's like it's like I ain't really got like no super cause it's like once we met each other, it was just like
automatic. It was like ha with meth and red. Like
and it be like bing bing. Man,
you got
like,
blunt, I got weed. Let's go.
Like for real, like it really was. And I was just like, man, and, you know, long week started kicking and we started doing stuff. You know, you really see how a person is, and like my boy done always been. I've never seen this man do no unrighteous shit. Like that's why I be like, yeah, that's why I'm like,
yeah.
Like literally, like he gonna just like he'll tell me something so quick. Like, well, you know, I don't really think so because of this and that. And I be like, you right. Ain't too none.
So he's straightforward. Like he'll just
and I do the same thing.
Right,
like I said, we just
no fluff.
Yeah, it's just the connection, just like real life yin and yang.
Right.
For real,
black and white.
Yeah, for real, it really was. And like I said, man, it just kept elevating faster than what we thought it was gonna do. Really, it was really like as soon as we just started doing stuff and dropping songs, everybody was like, "Oh my God."
I was peeping y'all before I met y'all because I was watching the music videos, right? And y'all was getting a lot of traction, like big numbers, you know what I'm saying? 10K, 13K, like big number. I'm like, damn, who's the? And then I watched the videos and y'all rapping in circles around people. I'm like, yo, because when I was really getting on the scene, I didn't know there was a real hip hop scene in Mobile.
Yeah.
I thought it was just street based, you know what I'm saying? So when I came across y'all, New Nation, just everybody else that was on the scene, I was kind of blown away, man.
I'm like, this is where we at?
Yeah.
This is where we hang.
Man, even that was around the time even when I met Jay Haynes, and it was just amazing to see the camaraderie of everyone and just the originality and then when I seen y'all perform, I was like, man, smoke the stage. I was like, man, you and Beamin like truth, man. I was like, wow, man, definitely blown away for sure. Yeah. And then from there, I remember like, you know, I gotta give big thanks to my guy because y'all threw us the alley-oop, you know what I'm saying, to get on one of our first shows.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that was major that because I remember when we got off stage at one show, Beamin pulled me to the side and he was just like, hey man, I rock with y'all.
Yeah.
Like, and he just started talking to me like, I see what y'all doing, I see the messaging, the skill set, yada yada yada. He was just tapped in, you know what I mean? And for us young dudes kind of coming up in the scene like that, it just felt good just to be ingratiated like that, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to thank y'all on camera, you know, it's real, bro.
Oh man, it was meant. Everything was meant. And what kind I say? It's like, you know how I know, like we sit here and see somebody do something. You see the talent, you see the drive, you see all that because that's what you embody.
Right.
So it's just like once you see somebody doing the same, like our goal.
Right.
Like all right.
Right.
That's what I would. Right. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
And like I said, that first time I was sitting, I said, man, hard. You and what's my boy? I ain't seen him in a long.
Oh, Nova.
Yeah. I said, yeah.
Yeah.
I said, I like that vibe, man. I said, yeah.
Most dead. Free my brother Nova. He'll be out real soon. Y'all stay tapped in on that. Yeah, for sure, man. But yeah, and then ever since then, you know, we've just been connected, man. You know, and I really want you to let the audience know, like, about your event that you created. It's a dope ass show. You know what I'm saying? And really just what inspired that.
Yeah. I mean, well, once again, nothing really fantastic or flash or nothing.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, I think for like I was in that little, you know, every artist get that little slump where you just like, I can't. It's just like that creative spark just don't want to do nothing. You just study hitting the key and the shit is not turning.
Yeah.
But it bees like that though. That's all a part of growth. Like I feel like when you reach a certain limit or a certain point of, you know what I'm saying, of a craft, it's gonna get to the point where it's like, all right, you either gonna continue to do the same thing.
You gotta have a breakthrough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you gonna push through.
Right.
And that's that area, you know, that's that time when you know, it's like you're gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know. Like it's so simple that it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
When you try to talk about it, because only a handful of people really just sit here and be like, all right, man, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna continue to do this. And you get to that point, it's like, do I do I still want to keep doing this?
Yeah.
Like, man, I can't even. But that's just how it be, because that's all a test.
It re-sparked that flame
Yeah,
for
it's
you.
just like it says, like, what you gonna do now?
Yeah.
And that's really yourself. That's
right.
your other self that you're trying to
Right.
be, that you're trying to level up
Right.
into. That's them, like, all right, so if you really want to sit here and be dope,
Yeah.
what you gonna do?
I mean,
like, what are you gonna do?
Us as artists, if you look at any of your favorite artists, it's always been about evolving. It's always been about reinventing yourself. You know what I mean? Because why would you want to do the same thing twice?
Yeah.
Where's the growth in that? You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what's hurting hip hop right now. Everyone's doing the same copy and paste thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's the market.
Yeah. So to create,
and the thing about it's nothing wrong with that. And
Yeah.
all honesty, it's not. It's how you do it. I can give you a prime example of that. Nas, King, any of the King disease.
oh
This
man,
man
smoke them
got
joints.
with Hit Boy.
Yeah, and shut down the whole conversation about bad beats.
But I didn't say
Word.
it, and everybody was like, man, Nas don't pick good beats.
I'm so tired of that narrative, my G. Listen. If his entire catalog, out the whole catalog, 80% is good beats, why are y'all tripping about the 20%?
Yeah.
Every artist had their moments where, so you gonna hold the 20% over his head? Like, the man has so many classics. What are we talking about?
I was like, man, and then not only that, even though I'm saying on camera, Jigga, you my boy.
Yeah.
I love you.
Uh-oh. Hot take.
Nasir got in your ass. Just saying.
Oh, you talking about on Ether?
On Ether.
Oh, yeah. That beat was great, too. Y'all talk about bad beats. That was phenomenal.
That right there. Because still, still in the same conversation. Jay-Z is like in that top percentile, which ain't number like 1 to 1.5%. Even though it sounds small, that's a lot of people.
Right.
Because that's just how many people lives in the music.
Them two, Andre,
like
Eminem, it's a few that you throw in that
real
mix.
few.
Yeah,
real slim few.
We know who they are. Yeah.
And then to have somebody that they, tend to always not give him the most positive remarks or something, like, man, Nas gonna go through all of them.
Facts.
Like, I ain't gonna say go through. If they any one of them people that we'll sit here and name and they do a song with a feature either way, he gonna hold his own.
Right. Like, to this day.
Yeah, right.
To this
right
day,
now,
man.
it's like, man, I'm not worried. Like, if you
it's a lot of older dudes. They didn't age pretty well.
Yeah.
They're not able to fit into the sounds of right now and still be able to be authentic.
Yeah.
And he's been able to do that with those King Diseases and Magic series. You feel
me? I said, man, it's only a slim few who done just really be like, man, I'm gonna take what's going on now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the same thing you doing, but I'm gonna do it right.
My way.
And I'm gonna do it my way.
Right. And that's the thing I always want artists to realize, like, why don't y'all do that? Why don't you take a sound and instead of just trying to hop on the trend or the wave, why not just do it your way? You know what I'm saying? Add your touch to it. That's what I be doing. Like, even
I'm just saying, like, if I hear something, I'll be like, man, I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, my style to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, man, I felt like perfect example. I came from when when you sent me that track for Midnight Marauders.
Let's talk about Midnight Marauders, man. That's one of the ones right there.
I was listening, I was like, man, Ali going on. I'm sitting there like, man, see, like, so I'm gonna break it down to how I saw it.
Yeah.
Y'all stay with me now.
Stay with him.
I hear the beat.
Yeah.
I immediately hear the beat. And like a scene just popped in my head. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's like it's Midnight Mirage. Me and Ali are damn dressed in all black. We on the top of the bill, about to infiltrate the bullshit.
Thieves in the Night. Yeah.
We coming up in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So boom. You know what I'm saying? Ali version come in. We done jumped off up in there. We done bust through the glass. You know what I'm saying? Coming out and grabbing the book. I done hit my 17 flips. You know what I'm saying? I done kicked myself motherfuckers in the chest. And goddamn, Ali got the main guy. But see, Ali like floating like motherfucker telling me, man, he sitting there like, look, you know.
I can see this.
Hey, letting you know. This is what we want. This is what we need.
Yeah.
This is what
Mission Impossible mode.
You know what I'm saying?
I see this.
But if not, you know what I'm saying, and things all come on, motherfucker get thrown around, bing, bang, zims, you know what I'm saying, symbols popping there, well, and then, you know, it get to me. When it comes toward my head, how I sell myself in the song, like, I'm, you know what I'm saying, he leading the charge, I'm just the enforcer.
Yeah.
I ain't point and go. That's all that it was.
You went crazy on that.
I was just like, man, you know what?
You went crazy, bro.
Got to hit the finishing move for the
Yeah,
homie. Like, you
man.
done already hit him with the 1-2. Let me go ahead and
Yeah, because that hook was flames. Like it gave me like an anthem vibe. And you was the first person I thought of. I was like, oh yeah, me and Tim been supposed to get a record in. This is the joint right here. This is an anthem vibe. This is the first one. And then it's gonna lead to plenty more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because then, you know, you had an opening for it was Devin the Dude, right?
Yeah.
For Devin the Dude. And then he reached out to me, and you know, once again, thank you just for keeping me in mind for that. We hit that stage and we rocked that crowd. I'm talking about we didn't miss a beat. It was a phenomenal performance. You know what I'm saying? Brought me on stage, touched the stage immediately, and the crowd was just blown away because they was just like, what's going on right now? They didn't know what we were doing, like the beat, the vibe of it, because it has that like authentic hip hop sound. You feel me?
Like something magical is What is this?
Yeah, man, and they loved it, man.
Yeah.
You know, I got the performance on video. I watched it back a few times, and it's such a dope performance, bro. Like I really enjoyed that, you know, and just being able to open up for Devin the Dude too, you know.
Man, we had fun.
So, in your past years, who's some other notable names that you opened up for?
I mean, been a few, man. I ain't even sit here and think about it. Like, not trying to brag or nothing like that.
Didn't y'all open up for Snoop one time?
I would say like Snoop, Tech Nine, Yellow Wolf, Machine Gun Kelly, T.I.
What?
And that was over in Mobile, like, but over here, you know, I done did, that was back then, like Gucci and
Wow.
what else? Hurricane, Chris, Pimp C, Blood Road,
Pimp C.
Juvenile.
When y'all did Pimp C?
This was before me and Will had met though.
Yeah.
But we did that. This was in Mars Point at the Elks Club.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Did you meet him?
Yeah.
No way, bro.
But
You gotta tell me that story. Hold on, man. Rest in peace to
tell
Pimp
you.
C. That's insanity.
I'll tell you this funny story though.
Yeah.
Which probably a few people out sit here know, but this was the first. Cause see, when we actually did it, man, that was the second time. Now the first time we were supposed to do a show,
Yeah.
we get there early. We get there like 5, 6 o'clock, and the guy who was our manager at the time, like, man, one thing I take, and man, we was gonna get in somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was 100%er right there.
Right.
So we got down, we sitting there. We had early because, you know, so we done slid in. Look, my boy's gonna perform there. Okay, cool, boom. We get up in there early. So we just chilling, we kicking back. And it was all I know people gonna know what I'm saying, so I ain't gonna use direct no direct notions. But two people was arguing about the audio sound. Like, man, you know, it's not gonna be loud enough.
Right.
Motherfucker, like, nah, man, we gonna why? Yeah. Basically, like, what they got to do with anything? Like, it's not gonna be loud enough. You know, it's not. you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is. Like, you don't want to have no show with two little ass speakers and one monitor, and you trying to project into a building.
Right.
You know, it's like
Right.
that's not gonna. That's not.
It was a
gonna
big
do.
crowd that night?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like,
okay,
man, like
okay.
no. But my guy was like, look, I have the equipment.
Yeah.
If you want me to sit here, I go, but I'm gonna charge you. And they're like, nah, man, fuck that.
Yeah.
No, it's like, but I'm like, you know, me even then thinking like, if it not gonna be loud enough, won't you just? I mean, you should probably want it loud enough.
Yeah. 'cause
That's, you know. So I'm
got
just
the headliner performing. Like,
yeah, like that's what I would think.
Right.
So, meanwhile, the whole time he doing that, Pimp C DJ walk in, and he sit at the table. I mean, not table. He's sitting on the stage. He's just sitting there with his stuff.
Yeah.
They still arguing, so he just
Over the sound.
kicking his feet. They arguing. That motherfucker like to hit one of these. No, man, the guy on stage walked out the door. I linked up my boy. I said, them motherfuckers ain't coming back. Oh. He was like, nah, like, So night progresses. Everybody, there was a few people perform. I can't remember everybody, but everybody went hard. It was a good show. It really was.
Right.
In all honesty, you know, I know the person y'all wanted to see didn't come, but hey, man, we everybody went hard.
So he didn't come.
No, he didn't.
Dang. So the DJ basically peeped it.
Yeah, because
was
like you said, if it's
this
not
ain't
gonna be
professional
loud,
enough,
yeah.
and dipped.
I mean, I would. That's more than likely.
Dang.
So we was. So everybody perform. We perform. Everything cool.
Yeah.
Last people perform. I shit you not. Soon as they perform, they hit on all the lights in the club. They got on stage like, motherfuckers like, oh hell no! Well, I'm talking about immediate uproar because
they was mad,
bro. Because I mean, when all the lights come on in the club,
you know what that means.
It's time to go.
Right.
They hit that.
Disrespect us right after
bro,
our joint.
Bro, it was an automatic. Everybody was like, that. I'm sitting there, mother thinking to myself, like, man. We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, it's about to go down, man.
We gotta get. I mean, nothing had, you know, unnecessary anger, but I'm sitting there like, man, y'all should sit here and know. Sometimes, you know, I ain't gonna say sometimes. You know how things like in everybody, every county, every city, whatever you want to say, y'all got them certain 2 or 3 clubs where you just like, man, it's gonna be some bullshit. Like, you know, it's like
right, very true.
It's probably not gonna.
Yeah.
But they still be the clubs that jump though. It's like, I'm gonna go, but
it's ironic, but that's true. Yeah, actually,
it's gonna be some bullshit. But I'm gonna have the most fun. Eh?
Yeah.
And that's really all that it was, though, man. It was already in a situation where you someplace where, you know, like where I'm from, it's not trying to say ain't everybody's city got they tough parts, but like just that area right there,
right.
It's just unnecessary things happen all the time. So you already got a high probability of something unnecessary happening when you got a lot of people gathered together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
See, I've always known you to be a highly intelligent person. Is that the same? Is that like not a thing in Mississippi? Is there a lot of, because I feel like from what my moments going through Mississippi, seems like there's a lot of ignorance in regards to the violence and in regards to people just like being irrational, you know what I'm saying? Not thinking and stuff.
Yeah,
is that a thing or?
I mean, it's like that everywhere though. Like I said, everybody is, but it, cause I don't want to say that it is, cause it's a lot of great things trying to happen.
Yeah.
And trying to spark up and happen, because a lot of people start to notice, like all around here. You know, it's just like, man, like it can easily be go on somewhere. Huh? Can you go? See how I get interrupted? Go.
One of these bullets.
That look.
Parenting
101.
Y'all go. Interrupting this the real part of the interview. When the real things happen, like, get your ass. Goddamn. Unfortunately, bro, it is kind of like that though.
Right,
it's
right.
Like, I don't see why we can't. And that's what everybody now. I'm speaking in general, not and no specific anything. But that's what everybody like, man, we should sit here and be able to come together and do something, and it don't be no drama.
Mm-hmm.
It don't be no, you know what I'm saying, miscommunication.
What do you think ignites that in people? Like, what is it a pride thing? Is it like,
man, in all honesty,
because I feel like it's so easy to just mind your business.
yeah, but
Like, it's not
for
that
some
hard.
reason, I don't know. That's why I keep saying I don't know. I'm good. Like, I don't know why. Hey, look, when I tell you to go back there, it's my last time.
Thank you.
Can you go home and go put that back in the room?
Gotta put your foot down. You know?
Man, but it's
Yeah.
it's
Because
hard to
ideally,
put-
it feels like
yeah,
it should be
it's
real
hard.
easy.
That's just really something. This is one of the things that the more you think about, like it come to an immediate stop in your thought process. It's like I don't know, because I can be extremely honest.
Yeah.
I'm exactly like that. I'm sorry. I tell motherfuckers real fast. It can go from here to right here.
Yeah.
I don't mind sitting here, you know, being civil, being a decent person. But as soon as you want to get on some bullshit, I done flushed the toilet on your ass already. I'm 1,500 steps ahead of you.
Yeah.
We laughing and joking and smiling,
Yeah.
but some people just, I mean, you know, that's like DMX said it best, man. I'm gonna trust you to be who you are. If you a thief, I know you're gonna steal some shit. If you a killer, I know you're gonna kill some shit. If you like starting shit in and everywhere you go, I know that's what you're gonna do. So I ain't gonna be mad at you. I just ain't gonna fuck with you.
Right.
In that situation.
Right.
So it's like if any of those things come up with that thing, it's a high probability of that action being able to happen.
Yeah.
Well, look, I know what y'all might do.
Yeah. Because see, the thing about it is, you're right. It's not one particular thing you could blame.
Yeah.
Because when say you take a deep dive on particular individuals, like the killer or the thief or whoever, and you look at their upbringing and their history, it's a lot of things that stem from why they do what they do. It's whether it's childhood trauma, whether it's single parent household, whether it's no parents, whether it's just their upbringing. Like, it's so many variables. You can't just point it to one thing, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like the biggest thing missing in a lot of these areas in the South is guidance. You know what I mean? Just that proper guidance.
And then, I honestly I wouldn't even say that, man. I feel like it's the overabundance of chiefs and not enough Indians.
What you mean by that?
Everybody want to be the first person to do something or the first person to start something, but you already know a homie who's doing it. Why don't you sit here and work with him? And that way you can sit here and figure it out. Then y'all start working aside from each other. Now you doing your thing, he doing your thing. Y'all connect. Y'all make money together. Versus I'm finna do this, and
the competition aspect, bringing each other down. Yeah.
And it's like, man, at the end of the day, we all doing the same shit.
Right.
Like, I can't sit here and say, man, like, you doing the show, I'm doing the show, he doing the show, they doing the show.
Yeah.
We all doing the show.
You know a great example of that? Atlanta.
Yeah.
When you look at Atlanta,
they doing show. I'm finna come to your show.
Facts.
I'm coming to your show.
We're spending. It's so simple. If everyone's spending top dollar with each other and the money's circulating amongst all of us, and we're independent, and each of us has our own thing going, we're never gonna have to rely on said corporations or the man or whatever the case may be.
They'll be trying to sit him out. Well, look, we want to give y'all this amount of money.
Talk about
to
it.
do this.
Talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool. What's the stipulations of it? All right, let's look at this. Details. All right, cool. Bet, but we gonna need to be able to control this.
Facts.
And that. And this is what's gonna happen, and this is what we want.
Right. Basically,
and then if you don't want to do it, it's cool because we already doing that.
We created the table.
I
don't need to go to your table. Yeah. We created our own table.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is what you need to bring to our table for us to eat and for you to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like if people see you doing good business, they want to do business with you because they know it ain't nothing but, you know, that's why anything that I do, like if I say like, hey, well, look, just like when I was booking the venue, how much is this? How much is that? Okay, soon as I show up, envelope, there you go. Everything already taken care of. You ain't got to worry about nothing for the rest of the
business,
night.
Man.
you
Good
good.
business.
You ain't got to sit there and worry if enough people gonna come.
Yeah.
Or are they gonna buy enough drinks?
Right.
Did they sell enough
Right.
tickets? You got your money already. You good.
Right.
You ain't got to worry about it.
Do you feel like most people in that regard have a follower mentality? Is that what it is? Because they're not seeing the trend of unity, and they feel like it ain't cool to them. You know what I mean?
With how things is going nowadays, it can be that.
Okay.
You know, like
Yeah.
I said, like it's everybody wants to be, and I wouldn't even sit here and like how I look at it. I don't see like especially people like man, you following somebody this and that. To me, if you are doing something correct, it's smart, it makes sense. I
Yeah.
see it work. Why not sit here and be like, hey man, show me how to do that? Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now I can do it too.
It's so much gatekeeping. Basically, everybody wants to be the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
You know
And
what
then
I
it's
mean?
like, man, then once they learn, now they like, ha, I'm not gonna tell you.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna tell you.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And it's like, no, it's like, man, you supposed, man, you learn something. That's what knowledge is for.
Right.
To be passed down. I learned
Right.
this, now you learn this. You teach them this. They learned this. You teach them this. You know.
'Cause what's the point of holding on to it?
Exactly. Like,
Right.
it's only gonna go so as far as you can. You need fresh sets of minds,
Yeah.
fresh different aspects of thinking to sit here and figure out something.
That's
That's
true.
like everything
That's
that we
true.
got now, from the TV to the phone, the video game. It took different people to be like, hey man, you know what? How about we instead of 32 bits, let's do 64.
Facts. Because everything in humanity is shared. All the ideas. Every time new generations come into existence, all they're simply doing is updating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I see how y'all, like I said, I see how they were building houses then. That was okay. See how they were building houses in the 90s.
Right.
And you get into the 2000s.
Yeah.
And 2010. Like everything, like it's something is getting simplified or strengthened or upgraded.
True.
Or revamped.
True.
To where it's like, okay, man, everybody still make houses. Everybody make houses. It's just they're getting better and better and better and better. Then some people are better.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, making houses than other people. I said all of it is, like I said,
It's more efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true. Yeah, man. I mean, I think that especially like when you look at the scene of Mobile right now with the music scene, that's what it's about. It's not about tearing each other down. It's just about supporting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just showing up. You know what I mean?
I like how, like I said, I remember when it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
But like how it is now, like man, it's the most. Well, past when we was doing something like that was honestly like the most. I just seen everybody doing stuff and everybody showing up everywhere to the point it's like we all know each other now.
I mean, I think me and you with Rap Function and It's a Dope Ass Show, when we did our collaboration, it really set a good precedent for everyone to see like, okay, cool, collabing is cool. Like that's a dope thing to do. You know what I mean? And we were when we were there, it was packed out. I've never seen one of any of our shows that when we combined both of our fan bases, I mean, it was packed out, man. Everybody came and showed up, and I was just blown away by that. And I was like, wow, man, because this is the psychology of it that people think. They think if I support you, I'm not gonna get mine, right? And it's gonna take away from me getting my shot at winning, right? In actuality, that's not true. The more each one of us wins, the higher probability and chance you have now where an ecosystem is built for everyone to thrive.
Exactly.
Y'all don't even realize that.
That's why you tell like it was my first time doing this actually. I had my son playing basketball. I was coaching the team. I always tell him like, there's no need to fight over the ball because if you score, he score, he score, you score, everybody score. Them same 2 points go to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but to put aside like stat books and stuff, these little kids, they don't need to worry about who's scoring this many. But I just tell them, we all get the 2 points.
Yeah.
And that's just that general mindset is how I look at it. It's like, man, if you got a show, like I said, you doing, man, I'm going to pull up. Trying to pull up, I'm gonna support.
You've always supported.
I don't want no to walk in. How much is it? I don't want none of that. What is I'm like
Man.
that's how you support because I know
Always.
when I do something, you gonna come do the
Show
same
up
thing.
always.
And then
Mandatory.
you bringing people, and I'm bringing people. Like, hey man, y'all going out here today? Yeah, man, I share it, and they like, oh okay.
Yeah, yeah. What's the point? What's the point of gaining the world and winning everything when you got nobody to share it with?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the fun in that? You gonna be in a mansion by yourself?
You got everything, and it's like
Nobody to, and not even just to celebrate, but to have a story.
yeah.
To be able to be like, hey, remember when we did this, and then it went to this, and then we have memories that we can share. That's a real bond with the brotherhood and just everybody in the community. You know what I mean?
That's the
And that's called history. You creating
yeah.
history.
That's why I say it's because it's funny. I was talking to Beamin a while back. I was like, man, bro, we didn't. I was like, man, it's been since like 2011, 12 since I know you. I'm like, dang.
Wow.
Then when I sit here and think about it, I'm like, and I also think, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, and I knew Ali and you know what I'm saying, Long Live Fat Bastard.
Man, FBJ,
TJ,
RIP.
Jay Haynes, like I'm like, man, I've been knowing all these guys for at least almost a decade back. I'm like, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah. It's been a beautiful
I'm like,
journey.
man, dang, I said, and and it's great. Like I said, when you see people doing the same thing you're doing and everybody still.
Right. Especially when you see, our comrades transcend in regards to FBJ, Seth, and everybody else. It really charges you in a way where it's just like, I can't stop.
Yeah.
Like I can't. I got it. We gotta keep this going.
Pushing.
And we gotta keep their energy alive because this is what they would have wanted. You know what I'm saying? And in continuance with that, it's beautiful to do it when you got like-minded individuals. You feel me? So, I mean, that's what it's about,
Awesome
man.
thing.
Honestly. So, as it stands right now, there's a lot more to come and there's a lot more for us to do. You know what I mean? Especially with, there's a lot of conversations me and you had about things that we want to expand with and go further outside of Mobile with it. You feel me?
Of course. Yeah. I'm just ready for everything just to get moved.
Yeah.
And all honestly, like, I've been sitting back and I'm just like, man. But I know last year, around about this time, I think everybody was in full blast doing, it shows every week, stuff going on. And I know it's gonna get back like that real soon. Like I'm trying to wake myself out. I said, man, I've been not doing that. I said I haven't been doing nothing.
Yeah.
It feels good. Until it's him like, all right, man, like I got a show. Then it be like, all right, I gotta sit here and even though it's nothing, it's nothing.
It's natural, man. It's easy.
Mean?
Yeah, it does this.
But I'm ready to get back into that groove of us just doing so. Cause not only just to be doing that, like man, like that's out of everything about music. What I always, cause like man, I'm big on like my favorite cartoons and shows like the Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles.
Let's go.
Voltron.
Oh, you got good taste. That's what I'm talking about.
People coming together.
Oh, yeah.
One thing.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all the aspects of it, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Everybody fighting together. You got your Zords, you got
X-Men.
the line. Everybody, and everybody bringing their own thing to the table to succeed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I've always looked at it. So I always like just to come, like I said, I like the camaraderie of it. Like I actually like sitting here knowing I'm finna go somewhere and everybody I know dope ass rappers. Like I know, like if anybody you said anything about trying to do anything or anything, we finna eat your ass up.
Yeah.
Like I like walking into a place and seeing my peers, like somebody who fired just as hot as mine, just like
holding it down.
Yeah, like I don't
representing.
give, hey, look, and even like I like that shit, like.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, to me, that's what it's all about, man. Like, it's too much separation. And, it is what it is. Like, I can't dictate what nobody do. I can only, walk my own path.
Right.
But, like, it be a lot of that going on. That's pretty much kind of like how it is down here, man. Like, I honestly, like I said, I draw a blank every time. Like, I just don't know what it is at this point in age and that.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know. but I'm ready for it. I know how to size.
You know what? I just thought about this too. I feel like a part of it also is isolation. I
That
think when
too.
people are in their own bubble always for too long, I don't think humans are meant for that.
Nah,
We're
you gotta
meant
step
to
out. Yeah.
yeah, we're meant to communicate and collaborate with each other. That's what God intended. It's not
Yeah.
you're not meant to just be in a bubble by yourself the whole time.
And that shit. And I've been in that. I've been like that's how my music. Like I think every time, like I said, when I had those slumps and I had my breakthrough, it's because like one of mine that I had was Midnight Marauders. It was something just came out of nowhere. Like man, another one like I was in a slide something Zay. Me and Zay did Cliche.
Oh yeah, great
Like,
record.
yeah,
Great
like
record.
it was certain points in time, then something come up, and then I hear a beat, and it just like all that hoes like, man, ain't about time you found something. Come on,
Let's go.
come on, bro. I was waiting for you. I'm sitting here waiting for you. Let's get it. And, you know, and then we get to that point, like I said, and then we get to a point where we feel like can't grow no more, and then boom, and Midnight Marauders came out of nowhere, and that opened up a whole nother little. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I still got it.
Yeah. Oh man,
I
what?
was sitting there like, all right, I don't know why I was feeling like that.
Yeah.
All right.
You gotta remind yourself
Yeah.
sometimes.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean, that's just happening. Like I feel like that's
That jumper's still wet.
yeah. And I feel like that's one of the keys to being humble, man. Just at times just forgetting how dope bitch you is. And then you have to sit here and find your like that's when I dropped my little EP dope, that was the acronym for that, Discover a Personal Evolution. When you figure out who you is, you become a doper. Look, man, you doper.
Dopest.
Put the words, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a constant elevation within
Right.
yourself. Like
Right,
you,
right,
like I
right.
said, you gotta every now and then like, can I? And like I said, for the other person to tap you on your shoulder, be like, yep, all right.
Plus, you gotta want that challenge. You know what I mean? You gotta want the challenge of getting better and putting yourself in different spaces to see how you would operate there. You feel me? So I totally feel you on that. So who's some of your favorite artists in the city that you've seen coming up, whether they're prominent or coming up right now?
Man, bro. When I say it's an army brewing, a great talent. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Like your personal favorites.
My personal favorites.
Yeah.
Man, that'd be hard. Because everybody, it's hard. But I'm gonna be honest. My personal favorite, just because the man. Like when bro be performing, it's like you ain't got no choice but to be like.
I already know you're gonna say. Go ahead.
My paper trail.
Yeah.
Trail, man. I don't know what it is about that.
You got
man,
that
but he
energy.
you just see him be like.
He got that energy, man.
And
He got
then
that energy. Especially when he came out to We the Coast.
yeah,
Jumped on the table and
went hard. I already
Yeah.
when I told him about, I already knew. I told him, man, bro, you gonna win this. Bro, you gonna trust me. I said, I
there's
know.
nobody matching that
Yeah,
energy.
at that, and it wasn't even. Just, I ain't gonna say it was just at that time. It was just kind of how it was. It was like, all right, everybody was fired who went on that time, man. Honestly, like it really but
Yeah.
he bought that energy. Like everybody else was just rapping and they was doing their thing, but it's like I ain't gonna front. Everybody was at top tier, but that man was just like, ha. Let me, man, fuck it. I'm finna jump on the table. I'm finna. He did. He went hard.
Yeah, no, paper trail.
He went into a zone.
For real.
And I'd be like, man, and like I said,
yeah,
I do the same thing.
Right.
Like I for some reason, like I said, I like that's the best. Like man, going to a show and you actually seeing somebody perform, you actually feel what they doing, you listen to what they saying. It's just like everybody's not
full
that
connection.
Everybody not that captivating.
Right.
Unfortunately, so you got studio artists, some people that can just go make a real good song, but you see them perform, you like,
studio artists. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
And that ain't a bad thing, cause shoot, everybody not meant to be dancing and singing. You got a lot of people that was like that actually came out and they did their thing, but before like Neo and Carrie Hilson, you know, all them was songwriters.
Right.
They wouldn't Kanye West. Kanye West,
behind the scenes
producer,
for years, right?
engineer.
Right.
They laughed at him. Nah, man, get out of here.
Yeah.
Now look at well. I ain't gonna say not look at him.
Hey,
Still my boy.
hey,
But-
number one record on
Hey,
earth
but look at
with
what
Carnival.
he's yeah.
Number one album on earth.
Yeah.
Like,
I
no, he's
always
still
say, look
doing
at the
it.
man. I said,
No, he's
the
still
man,
doing it at the highest
he's
level.
sitting, like I said, when the term blazing your own trail applies to that man specifically. Because Kanye just be like, man, I don't care. I'm finna make a steel shirt with some gold stitches on it. And everybody gonna buy it. We're gonna be able to walk around here looking like goddamn Lancelot and Guinevere going up in the club. And
Do you like the Yeezys?
No comment.
Ah,
I don't know, man.
they look too biblical.
Them joints, it was like that's them Piccolo 7s. You know, I'm not trying to fight sale
The
right
Piccolo 7s. I'm dead, Joe. Said the Piccolo 7s. Y'all gotta go look at Piccolo shoes right now to see what he's talking about.
Man, you're gonna be like,
It look like a little sensu bean sack on his foot.
for real.
Like
I'm sitting there like, I mean, but hey, you know, that's creativity. Like I said,
Hey, but guess what?
Does what he wants to do, and that you can't argue.
Women rocking it in the gym.
Yeah,
You see everybody wearing it.
Yeah, I said I can't even sit here, and I can't. I have nothing bad to say. I ain't got no sideways opinion when somebody is being who they are and doing what you can't argue.
I always been seeing you in Jordan, so you a Jordan guy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm MJer.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say not really, but yeah.
That was your first pair of kicks?
No, man. And righteously, my first pair of kick was some Chuck Taylor All-Star.
Oh, straight up.
Like I just ain't. I need to have sturdy shoes on. Like as I get old, I sit here and realize, like, man, why you tear your feet?
What?
Tear my feet up.
You can't hoop in some Chuck Taylors, man. Your ankle's about to.
You can't walk for a long time in Chucks.
Yeah.
You can't jump off stages in Chucks. Trust me.
Yeah.
You gonna tear. You gonna.
They look fresh though.
Ankle. They cool now.
They
If you
look
trying,
fresh,
if you
though.
posting up, you cool.
They
You
look
straight.
fresh, yeah.
It's cool. But
Yeah.
now when you trying to be very active, I'm like, man, I said, well, nah. But nah, man,
So Chuck Taylor,
Chuck Taylor was my first shoe. That's gonna always be my go-to anytime. But like Jordans was like, yeah, you know what? My first real pair of like shoes, I was just like, what's some motherfucking Air Jordan 12, the Texas joints, the white and black one. Yeah. It was the first one because I begged my mom. I was like, man,
you was basking in the glory of them. You was like,
I'm good in school. I do bed like, man, please. Yeah. And she got me them joints. It was just like,
you was happy as could be.
Can't tell me shit now. Like, get out of here. Look, keep a tab. Like, man, get out of here, man. But and then you know, life goes on, and then you know, everybody. No, I ain't never. I can honestly say, like, man, I ain't never needed or wanted for nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's a different. I got what I needed at all times.
Right.
And that should be the baseline to anybody. Like, as long as you getting what you need,
beautiful,
you're good. Living
one of the
outside
ultimate
your means and stuff that you think that you just wanted.
Yeah.
And then it's
Absolutely.
like now you got it, and it's like
one of the ultimate universal laws is get your fair share.
Yeah.
Don't be greedy. Get what you need, and that's it. You know.
You get old, and I, you know, I mean, I still got, like I said, what I need and the things that I deserved for doing the right thing.
Right.
And then as I got older and older, you get it to be an adult, and you start realizing, like, boy, $250.
Prices went up.
$250.
Them prices went up.
Damn, power bill the power bill.
Yeah, like this is a power bill, but
yeah, let me get these Chucks, man. They $80.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: what's your thoughts on the sneaker culture? Like the sneaker collectors, do you find that to be?
I feel like it's. And I mean, well, I guess it may have always been like that, but bro, I ain't never. I know a few people, like my brother Cardi. I know a few people like who always been into shoes.
Yeah.
But like it seemed like it didn't. I don't know why though. And I understand like once again, it's like, man, when did everybody? That's like when I was coming up, if you wore glasses, you was considered Steve Urkel-ish. You're a nerd. Now it's cool to wear glasses.
Right.
You had on Chuck Taylor, they want to make fun of you. Now it's cool to wear
Wiz
Chuck.
made it cool, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or even anime back then. It was
Yeah.
like looked at as corny. Now everyone's rocking with anime.
They said smoking crack back then was bad. And they acting like it's all good now.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to tell you, like
They be leaned out now.
Bro, it's so much weird stuff going on. Like,
yeah, we
coming
live
up, I'm like, man,
weird times.
I don't remember none of the dudes that I looked up to. Just really, you in the club and you just like out of it. Like to me, like when I was back,
It's a flex for them. That's the weirdest thing.
like when I was like actively just like going out and stuff. Like I'm talking like I'm old as shit.
No, man, we young in this lifetime.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But it just be like, I feel like it's elevation. It's like, man, I used to do that, man, for to go out here, go stand in the line for an hour, go stay in the club 3 or 4, stay out 4 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's all cool and stuff now. But like now, it's like, man, you know, if you don't give me no notice, I'm in the bed by 9 or 10, man.
Adulthood is like,
like, but none of the guys I knew like that, cause you need to be on point when we went to, cause you never know what the fuck finna happen. You can't be up in the club high, drunk as hell, and the fight break out.
You gotta be alert.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to go enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like that now. Like, I'm enjoying myself. You know, if I'm in that particular setting,
right?
Like, I'm here to enjoy myself. We finna have fun, this and that. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Versus I'm putting on the show tonight.
Yeah.
Totally different vibe, totally different set of motion alarms, totally different set of thinking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I used to show, bro, I ain't for the drink or smoke or nothing like that.
I do the same thing, man.
I'm talking about until every I probably won't even sit here and even drink. Like,
I'm gonna tell you why. The one time I did smoke before a show, I forgot my lyrics, my
bro,
G.
and it happens like that.
And I was like, I'm never again, ever, like bro. That. Like I need to know my joint. You know what I'm saying?
Get up and be like,
boy, it was horrible, bro. Thank God I
got one
even
worse. I think I wonder if somebody still got that footage.
Yeah,
I did. Man, I
gotta hear this.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I was embarrassed, man. I ain't gonna front. I done had a few fuck up to the point where I had to step back and be like, dang, I can't believe I did. It's just like, damn, everybody saw me. I don't do that. I'm like, I don't like that. And luckily for me, I had them in succession. Yeah. So it was like, okay, so the first time I had them, I'd sit here and learn, like, Tim, you shouldn't have gum in your mouth while you trying to fucking rap. So I'm good into shit. Yeah.
You choked on it? Oh, no.
Hit him with the, oh shit, wait a minute. Hey. Play the next song, man. I'm talking about that. And the second time I did that was at one of my shows. Yeah. But I ain't gonna front, since it happened the first time, I reacted so fast to it happening. I ain't even like, it happened. I sit here and caught myself, spit the gun out, miss 4 balls, jump right back into the song like nothing happened.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? That's experience.
There you go.
That's a skill that I feel like any artist you need to sit here and have, like my boy, like Liam Neeson, you need to have a particular set of skills for the type of music you do.
Right.
Now, if you a real hype dude jumping up and down, bouncing all the time, you might not want to be drinking and smoking.
Right.
14 blunts and drinking a whole 5th before you hit the stage.
Yeah.
Probably not going to work out for you.
I agree.
And speaking of working out, you might want to work out too.
That too.
You know, it's like too. A lot of people don't understand.
They like, get winded, man.
Like, bro, I
see it too.
Like I got a few songs to where if you pay attention real closely, you can tell how I'm not taking no breath.
Mm-hmm. I know exactly what track you're talking about.
You be
double timing. Yeah,
it seemed like
it,
but I'm really working off all the air. I can just sit here and inhale. It might seem like it because you can't sit in is and Jay Haynes most definitely. I know he know.
Man,
I
talk
know
about
he
it.
know.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's you certain
Yeah.
ways coming in and out of a bar. You can't be inhaling or exhaling.
Yeah.
Like it's
an art to it. Like
Yeah.
once you know breath control, you know that you don't even need a full breath. You could take like a fraction of a breath to get you to the
and
next
keep
couple
on
bars
moving.
to keep moving.
And that
Yeah.
would be a lot of people's problem, especially when they get in the studio.
They want to. You don't need all that,
Here,
bro.
man, patch me in. Like, bro, you shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah. You
Like,
don't need all that.
You just have to. You gotta. That's why I say you need to have that one particular set, that one particular skill that everybody in music who does music have.
Yeah.
Is the natural rhythm or cadence of that style of music. You have to sit here and like that's what you do.
Right.
Like Tech Nine.
Man, what?
Perfect example. Tech Nine, Eminem. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's why you hear the stuff they do and you be like, when Eminem did Godzilla, I'm sitting there being like, and not more so what he was saying. It was just the delivery and the flawless execution
and the enunciation.
Yeah,
that's the other part.
The execution of
every. I can hear the words. You know what I mean?
Noun, verb, syllable,
right?
Soliloquy, whatever,
alliteration,
them things. You see here, it's like man, you hear it go. It's so hard that you can't repeat it, but you hear everything he's saying, word for word for word. But it's like I can't. My brain not working that fast.
Right.
I can't get myself to move
that takes a lot of practice.
Yeah,
that's really what that is.
But see, I'm saying that's his set skill that he put his 10,000 hours into was rapping fast as shit.
Another great example is Wayne because he's a heavy smoker, but when he touches that stage, he's performing everything. You know what I mean? And he's showing you that you can still be a smoker. That ain't no excuse.
Yeah, I never said that particular sense of skill. Like I know how I'm. We'll give him a superpower, super lung capacity.
Yeah.
That's be his superpower. Like, man, I'm finna go here. I can get out on stage, and I can do that too. Also, I just rather not. But I know there's some people who like Wiz Khalifa, Snoop, Prime, the original example of somebody who would sit here and smoke all day and still get up and be 1, 2, 3 to the 4 and busting that shit the whole time. Ain't lost nothing.
Let me ask you this: is Snoop your favorite rapper?
Yeah, that's my number one.
That's all time.
That's the main reason that I even started like even had any interest in doing any type of rap was like the first time I heard him.
Wow.
Yeah.
So was it like what's that first album you bought, Doggy Style?
No, I ain't buying that. I mean, I was still young and 90, they were like 94. That's not long, man, but I went like once again. Simple situations. It's just how you look at it. Yeah. Got out of school, got off the bus. Snoop Doggy Style, the cassette. Don't be trying to guess how old I am. The cassette sitting on the ground. So me and the homie pick it up. Boom. He take the paper out of it, you know what I'm saying, the little leaflet blood insert because on the flip side of it, on the Doggy Style picture, it got the same picture, but with old girl bent up, she ain't got nothing like a little coolie hair. Yeah, right now. So he's like, man, I want this. And I'm sitting there like, okay. So I got left with the tape. I go home, go sit on the back room. Hey, big mom, hey, pop out. Hey, what's up? What's going on? I'm going to go in the back room. Pop that shit in. First thing come on there. I'm sitting like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? In my head, like, man, by the end of this song, I was saying that, like, I want to do that too. Like, literally, like, it's just that simple. Like, that was the first thing I heard. I was like, man, really, like, it wasn't even just there on West Coast or this and that. Just music in general. I haven't heard, you know what I'm saying, rap and this and that, but like, that was the first time like I say more unfiltered. You know, you heard we as a kid, you gonna hear stuff on the radio. You know, one of my radio used to rap and stuff like that. So I couldn't. It's not like she was out there buying all this stuff, but that was the first time I had something that was mine. That was something that I probably wasn't supposed to be listening to. And it was just like, man, bro, I listened to Doggy Style. I don't know how that was the only cassette I had for a while.
Right.
So I don't know how many times I've listened to that cassette over and literally what Biggie said, man, I let the tape rock till the tape pop. Like real, like and
Just
everybody else just started coming in, you know what I'm saying? I started hearing more music. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
I like this. Then No Limit and them start coming around. I'm like, Master Plan. I'm like, man. And most definitely when I sit here and them found out UGK, I was most definitely like, oh yeah. Yeah, Outkast. Goody Mob. Man, I'm talking about like just so much Scarface.
Yeah. Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Ghetto Boys.
The pinnacles of Southern rap.
Like I had a lot, and I was lucky to hear all that stuff. Like once it just really started hitting me when all them just really started getting in, like NWA and Jigga and Nas.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Red Man, Method Man, Wu-Tang, nigga. Like I was blessed to be in all of those eras.
Real
all the way up
hip-hop.
to now, like
Real
all of that,
hip-hop.
like. And I think that's what, like you said, we were sitting there saying about everybody doing the same thing. I think that's just what's wrong. Cause like back then, everybody was doing something. Yeah, West Coast doing their thing, and all they stuff different. You got the East Coast doing their thing, and all they stuff is different. You got the South doing their thing, and all of their stuff is different.
Right.
Like it's everybody had.
It was regional back then too.
like
your region had a particular sound.
Yeah, Atlanta,
that's what's missing
the
right now.
Atlanta sound, the Texas sound, the Florida sound, the
Memphis
sound, the Memphis sound.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The DC shit, you know what I'm saying? New York shit. But then New York had branches.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Brooklyn shit, Harlem shit,
Boroughs
shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
True student of the game right here, man.
It's a lot of things. Like what I said, like that's how I look. Like if I like to, like this project I'm finna do now, like I'm finna really like go around the board on things like, man, cause it's like, man, I don't want to do the same, I mean, I ain't gonna say the same song, but the same style or something.
Right.
When I can sit here and do a down south beat, West Coast beat, Texas beat, hell, rock beat, R&B beat.
When you plan on dropping that?
TBA.
Do you have a title for it?
This was, you know what? I don't know. I was been for the longest. I was gonna call it Alter Ego, just like the song, cause that song was gonna be the single off of. But I was like, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna let it come to me, cause that's how I came up with Dope. Like I went through so many names. I was like, man, I'll figure out something.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be Dope.
Yeah. Light bulb.
Start running across words. I'm like, I want to hype. No, man, I ain't worried about it, man. I'll figure out something.
Yeah.
Discovery. All right, man. Well, shoot, man. Hopefully, I sit here and get this situated. Probably, I always look at situations like I become better out of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I get to another person.
It just started coming together.
It just start coming together.
That's something I've learned as an artist. A lot of times when you're in that space where you got the writer's block or something, sometimes it's best just to give yourself space. Yeah. That's actually when the ideas will come to you.
Because at that point, like I said, I ain't gonna say you trying. Like, you're trying too hard. If you gotta force something, you're trying too hard. Like I sit here and a lot of people, I think I probably told you this, but like, man, like if I do a song, it's only a few songs that I heard the track and I heard the person on the song and I came up with a verse like this. Like, once again, Midnight Rider, I ain't right. I didn't even have to write that shit. That was a simple go up in there like, especially, and once I jumped out, the first two words just carried everything. Well, it's the Gulf Coast Protector, microphone, man. And after that, it was just like, oh, shit. Yeah. And before I know it, because I was like, hey, man, you did this. Man, what you highlight, bro?
That was off the tizzy? What?
light work.
Oh, man. Hey, it's levels to this, man. You know what I'm saying? But no, my brother, with that being said, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I thoroughly appreciate having you on the Shadow Talk podcast. And I want y'all to know this is definitely gonna be a regular. Like, we're gonna bring my brother back for multiple times because it's a lot more things to talk about. You know what I mean?
Use my country ass. Hey, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah, man, but I appreciate you though, man.
My brother, man, for real.
Always love.
We're gonna continue to build a whole lot more Shadow Talk. You know what I mean? Tim OG, let them know anything you want to know, man. Anything promo.
Man, like I said, man, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Tim OG, originally gifted music. UBH, you know what I'm saying? Long live Fat Bastard, long live Self, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's been a rough few years, man.
Right.
Like, it's been a real rough few years, but I feel like things is starting to come back to
It really is
back to where it was. Like it's been rough.
Right.
And I think it done took a toll on a lot of people. But I feel like we all getting our legs back and things is getting ready to start happening, man. So y'all pay attention. Stay focused.
Wise words.
Cause we
Shadow Talk.
We coming.
Whole lot of Shadow Talk, man. Y'all peep game right there. Hold tight, man. Get those spirit guns loaded. We're gonna be back for more, man. Two.
You did.